'Tis the season for all of those beautiful Hallmark Christmas cards to begin arriving in your mailbox. So today, Maria is showing us the perfect way to display them all and not put them up on the mantle this time. It's a little bit different.
Exactly. It's just another adding something else to the walls, to make your decor so pretty for your home. And I love getting the cards in the mail. The kids look forward to going out there and everybody wants to see them. So this is a great way to decorate. And I will say, I know that teachers are decorating their classrooms. If kids are in school, whether they're Zooming or not. Yeah. They want to decorate as well, and this is a great way to decorate your space and very inexpensive.
That's true, and they won't be falling off of your refrigerator. Exactly. They won't be falling off of your fireplace mantle. This way they will be secure in one spot, and also it's a nice decor design idea.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how do we get started? I know we need these, what are these?
These are cork. So these are just cork tiles. So you sell them, usually when you find them, they are in like a pack of 8 or 4, and you can get them at the craft supply store. And they're, kind of like a 1/4 inch thick. And you want something like this. So Deb, when I was wanting to do a cool cork board, I thought that I could roll out the cork that comes in the big sheets, but it wouldn't stay the way I really wanted it to because I wanted to cover it with the felt to get that pop of color. Okay. So enter the cork tiles.
I initially thought that this was a rollout sheet.
Exactly. So when you see them on the wall like that. So you just need some hot glue, and all you do is actually follow the lines. So it's like a little puzzle. And the freedom that you have with this is that you can make it whatever size that you want. I wanted mine to be pretty big, and I wanted to create a sort of forest look with that. Cute. And so all I did then is I did here and here, and then I actually kind of pull it out and put it back in like that. And you do then potentially want to do both sides, but then you have your all your cork together like this, and then you're good to go.
You have a big palette, and then I see that you have drawn half of a Christmas tree on one side.
On both, yes, we have half. So this is just some butcher paper. So when you get butcher paper, which I get all of the time because I put it on my tables when my kids are crafting to keep my tables clean. And so what I do here, I actually drew half of the tree because in order for it to be symmetrical, it's kind of hard to actually draw a full tree without doing tons of measuring. So you can actually do a large triangle and then cut into it to create your tree shape. And then I use my push pins just to keep it on, and I put those on just like this, and now all you have to do is trace it in order to get the same shape. So I use the push pins it keeps it on there so it's not rolling around. And take your marker, and then you just go in and you create your shape.
This is a really fun craft to get the kids involved in after, of course, you've used the hot glue.
You know what? When I was doing these at home, when I was cutting off the excess cork, my kids were coloring it. Aww. They had so much fun, and so this is something that they were actually kind of in awe of when they saw the giant tree afterwards too. Aww. So I am due to take this home to them because they really liked it. So
you can use the tree year after year, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So we have our tree here. Now all you do is then grab your X-Acto knife. So we are working on a cutting mat, you can see here. So then, for instance, you would go in and cut like this, and you would do this, and you would just, I have one already done for you, but you would just do this, and you can see how easy it will cut through, making sure you have a sharp X-Acto knife, and it will come off. And these are the little pieces that my kids had at home that they were coloring. That's fun. We'll set this aside so that we can then move to our tree. So you can see here, I have it already attached to some of the felt. So the felt is what actually makes it that colorful look that we have up here. And so the felt comes in big sheets. I wanted big sheets for cork, but I found it in felt. And so the felt, so get a couple yards of it. So you can make your trees. And what I did is then this is the spray adhesive. I sprayed the spray adhesive on the cork, not the fabric, but the cork, and then placed it onto the fabric.
Smart. Okay, good call.
Because we are actually then using a rotary cutter to cut the fabric off.
Okay, I would like to add that if you're using these cutters, the rotary cutters, and the X-Acto knife, make sure there's something underneath your...
Oh, absolutely.
Because otherwise you're going to cut straight into your table and you will not be happy.
Cutting mats are...
I only say that from messing up and doing it myself.
All right, yes, cutting mats are a very good investment. And truthfully, you can use like the cutting boards that you use for when you are cutting vegetables too, and just make sure to clean it. So when you have your rotary cutter, you can see there's one side that has a sort of the thing it goes into, and then the other side is the edge with the blade. you want the blade to line up with the cork like that, because otherwise you won't be able to get close enough.
That's right.
And if you don't have a rotary cutter, don't worry. You can actually just get your fabric scissors and just make sure you get close enough. The reason I don't recommend doing the fabric scissors is because when you cut it, you don't get those really great straight lines. You have to go back in, and you can see, you kind of get those kind of imperfect lines that you have to go in. And whereas with the rotary cutter, it's just straight.
It's really exact.
Yeah, and it's super easy.
Okay. So after we've done all that,
grab your scissors.
We're pretty much done.
Yes.
And then we just have to decorate with our ornaments.
So this is where you can get really creative. So I wanted to, you could just use like any kind of push pins, but we are DIYers here. So we wanted to come up with something that would be really fun to put onto, put the ornaments, or put the cards on. So these ornaments, I already have pre-glittered pieces of this, like it's sort of like a foam. And so what you want to do then is just use your scissors and cut them, and then use a little push pin. And so when you're looking for your push pins, you want one with a flat top so that when you do your hot glue, it goes on easily. If you use the little guys that are rounded, you will have issues attaching them to each other. So then you have that, and when you're done, you can just pop them onto the tree, just like that. How
do we attach it to the wall?
Oh, so a lot of times these actually come with these sort of like 3M little sticky things.
Okay.
And that's the technical name, these sticky things. So they usually, it's like a mounting tape. And so just make sure to use a bunch of them, because if you only use a couple, you really do, because this has a decent amount of weight to it.
Right.
But that's what they're for. They come together, so you can actually do that. And then you can create a base. Or like the trunk of the tree. I just added some brown to it, but you could make it any way you want.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute, Maria. Oh my goodness. I have to put my little ornaments on here. What a great way to display all of our beautiful Hallmark cards and have this up all season long.
Isn't it so pretty?
Put that at the top like a little, I gotta go back and I have to trim my tree a little bit. Got to trim it, but it's coming together pretty well. It's coming together. It's super cute. For more information, you all make sure to go to hallmarkchannel.com. And you can always visit FromScratchWithMaria.com for so many other really great fun DIYs.